World's Finest number 6, written by Paul Levitz, art by George Perez and Kevin McGuire. Last issue was the end of an arc, so whatever. This issue picks up in Gotham City, and Huntress is breaking into a Wayne Tech building because she needs more money in order to get a new identity built again. And she keeps on saying, like, I don't like this city. This is not the Gotham I grew up in. This place is different. And I feel like the other Bruce Wayne is just watching me the whole time I'm here. But anyway, she busts into the computer and she's like, all right, I only need like $3 or $4 or $5 million, so I'll just transfer that out real quick. And as she's about to do so, the whole system starts crashing. And she's like, that ain't good. And as she turns around, she is immediately attacked by Damian Wayne Robin, who's just like, we know that you've been breaking into these Wayne Tech systems and stealing our money, so why would we allow you to continue? You were very careless about that. And at that point, Huntress chimes in. She's like, yeah, careless. Like, I've already deduced your identity, dude. I know all about you. And maybe that's what's wrong with this world, is like a Robin like you can exist. And just like, okay, well, let's fight. And he just throws some like light little explosives at her. But then we cut over to Power Girl, who she is currently up in space searching for a satellite. She finds one that's owned by Galaxy Communications, and just like, oh, cool, I'm just going to borrow a little bit of solar power from this in order to run my radar scanner thing that I built that basically just scans the Earth looking for any sort of energy signatures that match the apocalyptic tech. And she takes it and she immediately zooms back down to Earth. And of course, as she's zooming down, comes in a bit hot, and she sees Supergirl flying by nearby, and she's like, oh, I don't want to deal with that at all. Nope, not for me. So she comes in, lands in the ocean, and wouldn't you know it, all of her clothes burned off again. Literally every single issue. But her assistant is there with a change of clothes and says like, oh, did you get the thing attached to the satellite? And she's like, yep, totally. Anyway, I'm gonna go hop in the jacuzzi. And she's like, well, beforehand, maybe we should check to see if the device is functioning. She's like, fine, whatever. So they go down into like an underground lab and see like, okay, where are the energy signatures for this stuff? And they're like, well, there's a whole bunch in Japan because of that thing you fought last arc. And it's like, yeah, we know about that one. What else we got? And it's like, nothing. There's nothing really anywhere else on the planet. He's like, all right, well, keep trying. I'm going to go hop in the hot tub. But then the assistant interrupts her again and says, like, the Huntress is kind of being attacked by Robin right now. And she's like, oh, okay, yeah, I'll deal with that. So we cut back over to the battle between them. And Damian keeps on reacting like, you fight really similarly. Were you trained by Batman? And Huntress is just like, okay, well, I maybe have let a bit more out than I mean to. And Damian's like, there's also traces of Catwoman in there too. Where are you coming from? And she's like, all right, well, I'm not going to continue from this. And Damian manages to get the upper hand on her just for a second, lands a few punches, and they just keep on going back and forth, like less with fists and more with words of just like, you remind me of Batman. It's like, so do you. You have his eyes. So do you. This is weird. Did we just become best friends? No, they're still hating each other. And they keep on saying, like, how because Damian was Batman's only son, Huntress calls out, like, maybe that's why he had such a hard time finding a good Robin. And so they're about to start fighting again. And as they get into it, Huntress gets pushed over the edge of a building, takes Damian down with her, and they both land in a dumpster. And at that point, like, Damian's had enough, and he's like, I'm the one who's suitable to become Robin. I deserve this uniform more than anyone else. Even if you are some bastard child of Batman, you will never get the symbol of Robin. That is me. I am Robin. And then Power Girl, who's finally showed up, just kicks him in the butt and, like, gets him off, and just like, well, not in my book. So then Damian's like, all right, you guys are strong, but like, you guys have been stealing millions from us every single week. And Huntress is like, whoa, hold on now. I stole millions when I first got here, like several years ago. And yeah, I was about to top off, but like, I have not been stealing millions every week. And Damian's like, okay, I believe you. So where do you guys come from? And Huntress is like, you know what? Yeah, sure. I'll tell you. it'd be nice to tell somebody this, especially someone that's kind of in my family. So then we can work together and figure out who's stealing our money. And then there's just a one page thing in here of the satellite that was scanning for the energy. A portal opens up near it, some energy comes out, it fizzles out the device, and then disappears. So that's already taken off the table. Okay, so I enjoy the idea that we're finally getting more ingrained into the larger universe. We're getting the thing of, they're meeting the counterparts on Earth. I guess it's Zero. I enjoy that. I think that's been a long time coming here. Yes, you need to take the first arc and get the characters situated and whatnot, but I think that it is finally time of, let's get her to meet Batman, or at least some of the Bat family. The reasoning for it of, someone's stealing millions from Bruce Wayne, when like everyone here knows who Bruce Wayne is, it's just kind of like, does anyone really care? Like, whatever. I don't feel like it's that big of an inciting incident, but it can lead to bigger things. I'm not that pressed about it. The reason Power Girl's here seems pretty weak, but honestly, she just seems to tag along with whatever Huntress's story is, so we'll go with that. Overall, though, I'd probably give this one like a 6.5, mainly just from the fact of the Power Girl thing. While it seems to be building towards something bigger, it's taking up these pages of just like, look what Power Girl's up to try to get back off planet, and then it's just kind of not going anywhere. I don't feel like we're building to something bigger with that. It just feels like it being a minor roadblock over the story that's actually going on at any time. So, 6.5 for this, and I guess we'll see how Damian interacts with his half-sister from a different universe. It's complicated.